Hello and welcome to the Community Voice. I'm Fara Sax. I am so rah-rah excited because joining me in the house today is Allison Mulder. She is the Development Associate with Dolphin Challenge Cancer Corporate. Yahoo!
Yahoo for Team Hurricanes. Yes, thank you for having me today.
We are so excited. I'm wearing the jersey. I'm all ready.
Yes, we have Sebastian. He's all ready to go. He's our new logo that we created during COVID, actually. We switched our branding over to have Sebastian as our whole full mascot now.
Tell me a little bit what's going on. Like, what is the Dolphin Challenge Cancer? What is going on in our community? February 24th, 2024, teams are being formed, running, walking, cycling.
I love it. The energy is so real for Farah. Yes. So what we are is the Dolphins Challenge Cancer. We are a one-day fundraiser that we do with the Miami Dolphins, where all the proceeds come back to Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center for cancer research. We are in our 14th year. We had over 5,000 participants last year. We raised over $10.5 million. And this didn't start overnight. We started back in 2010 and have slowly, yearly, have built this up to be what it is today. And I'm a proud participant, not participant of it. Unfortunately, I have to do it, but my family is now full-on participants of it. I have a family team and everything.
You have a family team?
Family team, that's right.
How many teams are going to be at this event?
Wow, I'm not sure the number that the Dolphins had last year, but we had over 140 teams ourselves just through Team Hurricanes, and we were able to, like I said, raise $10.5 million.
And this is including people from the community. This is corporations that are going to be involved with it. This is just not like this small little onesie, twosie. These are like thousands and thousands of people going to be coming together at the Hard Rock, February 24th.
February 24th.
All day. It's a one-day event.
One-day event, all day. So we have different events that you can do. We have a bike ride. There's 4 different bike rides that we have.
Wait a minute. 99 miles on a bike.
99 is our highest one. Yes, 99
My tush
miles.
by the end of that would be like, oy vey,
Yes,
voy.
yes.
And then you have a 56-mile ride.
Correct. And then we go down to a 39. And then we have the 13 mile. I'm a little wishy-washy on the miles because they just switched them this year. So every mile now is held by a Hall of Fame Dolphin player. So the 13-mile bike ride is, of course, for Dan Marino. The 54 is for Zach Thomas. The 39 is for Larry Zonka. And the 99 is for Jason Taylor.
This is so cool. So we have the NFL.
The NFL, yes.
Working together
Yes.
to make an impact on cancer research.
Yes, let's talk about the NFL for a second. So this is
All right, let's. It's your half hour.
I'm taking it over. Yeah, so this is the number one fundraiser in all of the NFL. So this is the biggest event that the NFL does for a charity, a local charity in their own backyard.
Wow.
Yes, and they have committed $75 million to us.
That's a lot of zeros.
A lot of zeros.
Well, so tell me what the day is going to look like and how people can get involved and what this means for the community.
So the community, like Farah had mentioned, like you mentioned.
Farah, she's over there.
Third person. Like you mentioned, it is a bunch of people, but these people have either come together for family teams that they've created. They've created teams for loved ones, and they're named after their loved ones who's either passed or who has received funding for their research through their doctors at UM. And it's also corporations, it's teams. This has become the new thing for corporate picnics. Instead of taking your employees out as an engagement, they're bringing them together where they can do something in the community that raises money for their own back door.
And even if you don't ride, you can walk. There's a walk.
You can also walk. There's a 5K run walk. We really emphasize walk on that. People bring their dogs out, their strollers out,
their kids, their family. It's a family event, and you don't have to be impacted by cancer. But for those that want to donate, those that want to participate, to support those of loved ones that might have been afflicted or lost loved ones because of this. It's really a great way to get the community. Do you feel the energy? I feel the energy.
There is so much in it, but instead of talking about it, we can show it, and then you can get an idea of what we're talking about.
All right, let's roll video.
Good luck to everybody today. Good luck, man. Have a great ride, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Think about the people that you're saving, the people that are close to you, the people you may not even know. That's why we're doing this.
What we've done together is absolutely powerful.
I feel super excited.
Come on, make some noise right now. Let's go.
This is the 13th edition of Dolphin's Challenge Cancer, where hundreds of people ride to help the Dolphin Foundation support the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center.
People are good and want to do good. And this is a cause we can all rally behind.
One team, one fight.
For all the survivors, for all the fighters, we believe in you, and that's why we do this.
Thank you so much to the thousands of people who are here.
I think there's like 1,000 more this year than last year. This says how the community's getting behind us.
It's because of these dollars that we can even see survivors cross the finish line.
For the first time ever, the DCC is going to raise over $10 million for Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center.
The energy level today, amazing. And we had such a great ride. It was so much fun.
I'll run it again right now.
One team!
One fight.
It just puts such a smile on my face. It can exactly the cowbell's ringing. Yeah, it puts such a smile on my face because we work year round for this one event, and you can see the love and the connection that is made through them. There's something I wanted to talk about too. We had Dr. Crane in there, and who organizes our Believe in You program. And what that is actual cancer patients that are her patients and other doctors' patients that are getting themselves ready to participate in the Dolphins Challenge Cancer, whether they're going through chemo, they have finished chemo, they've teamed up with the local YMCAs where they go in there and they teach them about nutrition, about health, working with bands, getting their physical ability ready to go and perform for that event. And it's huge. It's growing by leaps and bounds. And there's all kinds of little things that the firefighters, the Firefighter Cancer Initiative.
Saw that. That was beautiful.
That is huge. There's so many different things. And we have a great partnership now with community newspapers where we have the teams named here and a little bit of, story about what's going on throughout the month and how your team is growing. And it's a little bit like, who are your highest fundraisers? So how are we getting your team and your people that are participating in so that people can kind of keep an eye on it?
Absolutely. And how does one form a team? Donate?
Oh, it's so easy. You go to Dolphins Challenge Cancer. It'll bring you up to a donor drive site. It'll tell you how to register. Have you been here before? You'll create a username and a password. Then you'll be able to choose what event you want to do. And then it's all kinds of ways to help you build your team, grow your team. Facebook fundraising. They make it very easy. They give you a lot of fundraising tools. So you're not, people are afraid to ask for money or it's a little uncomfortable. You put it out and it's funded almost immediately.
Tell me about your team.
My team. So our team, Hurricane teams, there's 6 of us on our little team, and we work very passionately together. And that's what gives me my motivation. Not only do I meet these amazing people in the community and I hear their stories and I become part of their family almost, but our little team of 6 is just, it makes our day. When you work with people you love, you do a much better job. And I can't say enough about our Team Hurricanes team.
And what does a Team Hurricanes team do? What do you do on a daily basis, connecting what you're doing to the community?
So I'm out in the community all the time. I'm somewhere always. And I just place these little seeds out there, and there might already be teams, whether it's FP&L or a bank that already, Kai's Realty, they have a great team. And, I might just be planting the seed for another person to join that team. Ultimately, I'm Team Hurricanes, but my goal is to raise as much money as possible.
How do you feel at the end of the day? How do you feel? This is not your first rodeo with them.
This isn't my first rodeo. This is my 4th rodeo, actually.
So what does it mean to you? And we talked off camera saying that no one that you know, thank God, has been afflicted with cancer in your family. But what does it mean to you to be able to give back to the community in a meaningful way, even though you're being touched by these stories, these so many stories?
The stories really got to us during COVID. We created what's called Faces of the DCC, and it's 15 to 17 stories of either patients, doctors, or family members that have either made it through cancer, have passed away from cancer, or are still fighting the fight, and why they donate money and why they do what they do. And with this horrible disease, it still brings light to somebody else. And that's, at the end of the day, that's how I feel. I feel like I've done something to help another person's family.
It's beautiful. And we're going to meet someone from one of the faces in a couple of seconds. Why don't you just tell me a little bit about who we're going to meet right now?
So he's a familiar face in our county. His name is Oscar Ortiz, and he lost his son to cancer, pediatric cancer. And so he really rallies behind the different funding and the different support for what it is for a child to have cancer.
And I just met him the other day, and he had such a smile on his face as he told me about his son. And it really brought to life, the memory, the legacy of how we're touched by our family members that might have passed, and how that motivated him to create the Sebastian Foundation.
Sebastian Strong, yes, he is a motivator to me because I've had an opportunity to meet his wife and his other son, and I am his two sons. I feel like I'm part of that family. I see them in the big hugs and the kisses, and it's wonderful.
Let's meet him right now.
Let's meet him.
Sebastian was someone who was mature beyond his years and had an ability to connect with people. A really special human being. He was the best of all of the Ortizes, that he had everything. I miss him tremendously. Sebastian was the middle of my 3 boys, and that's the crime of pediatric cancer. Before that day, I look back now and I can see how perfect my life was. When Sebastian felt the mass, this whole thing started. We learned as much as we could and said, all right, what's the plan? With childhood cancer, for a lot of cases, the plans aren't really good. The protocols are antiquated. 2 surgeries, 20 some odd rounds of chemotherapy, and I think 23 rounds of radiation. When I had to go in finally and tell him that we're out of curative options, he said, for real, Dad, we don't have anything else? I said, there's nothing else. He said, okay, then we're gonna gather ourselves, and we're gonna go home and we're gonna wait for our miracle. Lost Sebastian in 14 months. That was my promise to him. I said, we need to be part of saving a child's life so that another family doesn't have to endure what we do every day. And that's the basis of the foundation. So we started with the University of Miami, Sylvester, as well as the Dolphins, to see if we can partner and have the funds raised go to pediatrics, specifically to pediatric oncology research.
We're raising money for a great cause. Everybody's together and families are together. They're having a great time. And there's more awareness because of it.
In the last 40 to 45 years, there's only been 6 drugs developed specifically for kids with cancer. There's been hundreds of drugs developed for adults. We've had very limited innovation. We've got to be better in pediatric cancer, and having an organization to expand and bring those advances to pediatrics is incredibly exciting. It was a no-brainer. Raised over $4.2 million. And it's a very special relationship because I know that these are the people that are going to make change so that the next child has a better chance.
Sebastian Strong!
There were so many moments that I should have had that are gone. That's part of the cruelty of kids in particular. So much of their future is taken. There's times where I think that he felt he wasn't going to make it, but he wanted us to know that he'll always be present. The real message for me is love transcends time and space. He wanted to help others. He's taught me to be a better human being. I want to do everything I can to help them create those chances for these other children, because I believe it will save lives.
To drop the mic moment, how do you not get involved when you see something like that?
It's transcends words.
It does. The emotions, the feelings, the love, and now you see why I love him so much. Why I want to highlight that story the most. It's about a family that lost their son, and yet they still put all of their efforts into raising money for a disease that took their son. And I'm overwhelmed by love for them.
And Allison, you have so many stories that you have, the energy all of a sudden stopped for me of this jolly moment, but it really is. It's a tribute to his life. It's tribute to the families that carry on. And that's what you're doing in this challenge. You're really giving life to continue.
It's true. It's
and a
very
legacy for that particular member of that family that might have passed to continue.
And then there's great success stories of people that have gone through cancer and they've gone through radiation or chemo and they are 100% now completely cured of cancer. So we do highlight those stories as well.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit, we're not going to see some video right now, but just tell me some of the success stories and some of the bright moments.
There are, sometimes the brightest moment is the energy that people get in for just the fundraising of it. Maybe for someone like me that cancer has not affected my family, but it's something that I see a need in the community and where I can put my energy to. So there's ways I could do it. I could create a team and it could be, I actually have a team. It's called Community Cares for anybody that might not have a team to
Community Cares? It's like, are you part of community newspaper?
Well,
wait a minute,
I could have maybe. I was thinking community. We're on the same. So I have Community Cares that if there's somebody that doesn't want to necessarily create a team or join a team that they don't know, they can join mine and they can come out on that day. And it's not because you're on a team that you can come, because it's open to everyone. And a team is just something to build more fundraising on. It's not actually, you don't have to be a part of a team to come out. You should. But there's all different types of communities that have put together teams as far as businesses, or Max Cycle is a huge, they're a bike riding community. But
right down the street.
Right down the street. And they've raised hundreds of $1,000s for the Dolphins Challenge Cancers. People that get together to do something good in the community that puts funds forward, something like that.
And what's going to happen during that day on the 24th? It's a one day, like I know there's good biking, walking.
It's biking. So we start off with that 99-mile ride. It starts at around 6 o'clock in the morning and we send them off. And then we go next to the 59-mile and we send them off. And then about an hour later, we send off the 39-mile now starts at Watsco and it will end at Hard Rock. So that's the only one that doesn't stop and end at Hard Rock. And then around 9 o'clock, the 5K will go off. And then all that time, once everybody comes back, we're waiting for that 199 miles to come back. So there's all types of entertainment on the stage. We have Sebastian doing yoga. We do a lot of check presentations, a lot of activity, bands, food and drinks, all you can eat, all inclusive. Your day is taken care of once you get there.
And it's for a great cause. What else can you tell me? What else do you want to tell me about that event coming up in a couple of months? You can form a team, you can donate.
And if, there might be some people that just say, I can't make it to that event, or I have a bad hip and I can't this, or my foot, or, then just donate $25, $10, $5 to let that person get to their fundraising goals so that they don't have to stress that on the day that they go out there and participate.
Is the NFL going to be there?
Yes, we have all types of players that are involved. The Dolphin cheerleaders, some of them are doing the 99-mile this year. They are dedicated. Nat Moore is in there riding. Jalen Phillips comes from, he supports it. But we do have a lot of really great players that are involved, and they're paying it forward as well.
And what, Dan Marino? Dan
Marino, we've got a ride after him. He's generally out there. I think he's completed quite a few of them. I couldn't tell you the miles, but he definitely does it as well.
Whatever you do, it's just a great way to meet and being part of the community. Anything else you want to tell us in the time we have left?
No, the great things are there's different areas of heavy hitters. There's different fundraising goals. You get all types of swag. We've got
swag. We got some swag.
Backpacks that you can get if you raise your fundraising level by a certain date. We've got water bottles. I mean, we've got hats. We get a lot of really great stuff from us.
Absolutely. We get to ring the bell.
And you get to ring the cowbell.
I love the cowbell. And let them ride. Let them begin, right?
Yes, it's great.
So I really appreciate this time. If there's nothing else, this is the #1 fundraiser for the NFL, local community getting together, helping for cancer research, benefiting the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center locally. What could be bad? You get in shape, you get a sore tush, maybe a little bit.
Listen, or you could gain muscle and you lose some weight. Everybody has a New Year's resolution, so just sign up now and you'll already have it done by the time the new year comes. Yes, and you're trained. it's a win-win.
Thank you so much, Allison.
Welcome. Thank you to community newspapers for their support. Like I said, it's great to be on here. It's great to have this ad with you, and we get to kind of watch our little fundraising thermometer go up and down.
Thank you so much, and it's just really great to have the partnership of a community backed by so many wonderful people, celebrity, non-celebrity stories, non-story, being touched in so many ways that matter to our community, helping adults, children, families continue to thrive.
First time on, I might be a newscaster later. You never know.
She might take my job.
Thank you,
Allison,
Fara.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fara.
And thank you for joining me today on the Community Voice. I'm Fara Sax. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And I get to keep the jersey.
Keep the jersey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.